Oh, snap. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all, my name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every single night. We're live on YouTube right now. We're live on Rumble. We're live on X. We're live on TikTok. Welcome in, everybody. Great to see everybody. Thanks for popping in. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button for me. Would you? Hit the subscribe button. TikTok, hit the follow button. Tap the screen like crazy. Do all the things. So much to talk about tonight. Starting off with, I saw Christina Randall. You guys posted this one in the Mystery Project official Facebook page.
You what?
Yeah. Y'all, the Mystery Project, go search it up. But y'all posted this one. Lisa posted this one actually. And talking about the hurricane. And yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's take a look. So we're gonna start with that one. Y'all, Christina Randall. Make sure you give her some love. You guys probably already are following her. She's got like 2 million followers or subscribers, but just in case, she's pinned down in the description. Here we go. You guys ready? Thumbs up in the chat. Who's ready to go? Let's do this. Oh, I forgot to shrink myself down. There we go.
And I'm going to tell you something. If you will share this with somebody who doesn't know what's happening in North Carolina, they need to know. They need to know that there are entire towns gone. Chimney Rock is gone. A beautiful town. Swannanoa, gone.
Oh.
Montreat, gone.
So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the storm Helene, a lot of the damage that has happened from the storm. We're going to talk about a lot of the things that are not being talked about, so you might learn something new today. And at the end of the video, I am going to share with you ways that you can help if you are in the position to and if you want to. So
there you go.
Let's just get right into it. According to the news, there are hundreds of people that are missing or cannot be contacted due to the devastation from the storm. I am actually,
oh my God,
in this Facebook group right here, and this has about 500,000 people already added to it. And when you scroll it, you guys, it is just people posting photos of their family members. Like, I haven't talked to this person since the storm. People just, people in the mountains, people all over the place, just no communication, and they don't know where they're at or what's going on. So before we get into a bunch of stuff, make sure you stay all the way to the end. Let's go through the hurricane's timeline and the states that it has affected. That way I can show y'all some of the worst devastation that it has actually caused and where we're at. And again, I'm also going to talk about some of the things that are seemingly going on behind the scenes that are not making it in viral moments. We'll just say that. So first, here is a visual radar timeline, and then we're going to go through basically each day as quickly as I can. So on Tuesday, the 24th of September of this year, 2024, Helene was classified as a tropical storm, and it was projected that it would accelerate towards the northeastern Gulf Coast through Thursday, and that it had already caused extensive flooding and mudslides overnight across the western part of Cuba. Now,
oh hell. By the way, TikTok, if you want to watch the video and see what she's talking about, you can come over to YouTube, search the Mystery Project. You'll find the channel, subscribe, and you can see the videos that we're watching. So come on in, y'all. And by the way, Christina Randall, make sure you follow her. She's pinned down in the description. I think I said that, but make sure you do it.
Now, anticipating severe impact, Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis expanded an emergency order to 61 of the 67 counties in the state. Mind you, we were watching the storm too. Y'all know I live in Florida. I live in the northern part of Florida, and we had our eyes for sure on this storm.
Right.
Now, Brian Kemp, Georgia's governor, did the same for all 159 counties in Georgia. Wednesday, the 25th of September, in the morning, the hurricane was upgraded to a Category 1 as it flooded beaches and hotel rooms in Cozumel and Cancun, Mexico. Now, after moving up the side of the Yucatan coast, Helene turned north, and the NHC stated that it was expected to rapidly intensify and grow in size over the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane warnings then started being posted all over.
And there's another one coming up too. Kirk, isn't that what it is? Mary, yep, we're live on YouTube as well. Just search the Mystery Project on YouTube. You'll find the channel. We're live right there as well.
For Florida's like Big Bend, and the first alerts for urban and flash flood warnings ended up being posted around this time. Now, again, during this time, even the park that we were at, we were watching the storm. And if you guys are not familiar with hurricanes, a lot of us in Florida, we're always watching, are we going to be on the west side of the storm or the east side of the storm? Because the way the storm spins, the east side is always the worst side, because that's the side where the water is rushing up versus rushing back down. So, I mean, all of us are watching it. Now, at this point, even all the way up into the Appalachian Mountains and the Tennessee Valley, people were paying attention to this storm. By Thursday, the 26th of September, this storm strengthened extremely quickly throughout the day in the ultra warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico. And this is the point that it was upgraded to a Category 4 hurricane with winds above 130 miles an hour as it headed straight towards the Gulf Coast of Florida. Now, the NHC warned of a catastrophic wind and storm surge that would be a combination that would definitely be life-threatening conditions, and that would also affect the areas of the inland. The hurricane made landfall at 11:10 p.m. at Keaton Beach, Florida. Now, according to this guy in Florida, he said that officials were telling the locals there that they needed to take a Sharpie and write their information on the wrist of their arms, that a way bodies could be identified. And
dear Lord. Take a Sharpie and write your name and stuff on your arm?
Friday, September 27th, by the morning, the Gulf Coast was full of absolute destruction and devastation.
Yeah.
With entire coastal communities having been swept away by the storm surge and buildings
This is terrible. And they came out and said, "Oh, here's $750. Hopefully that covers your cell phone bill." And these people lost everything.
Completely blown apart.
Tim shut off the power.
And they said they're going to run out of money. And this other one coming up, if it's half of what this one is, oops, we ran out of money. Don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me started.
Or put life vests on both dogs and climbed with them to the roof as the wind whipped around them. Water reached the tops of the palm trees. Reality.
Where y'all think it went? Put it in the chat. I can't say it. I can't say it. Type it in the chat. Where did it go? Where did that money go? Billions and billions of dollars. I wonder where it could have possibly went.
Hit, and he recorded a message to his wife.
I love you.
Thousands of water rescues were conducted by first responders in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, large areas of the metropolitan Atlanta area. And at this point, Helene was downgraded.
I see quite a few right answers.
To a tropical storm again, but as it moved up from Georgia into the Carolinas, it continued to ravage everything in its path. In Irwin, Tennessee, a flooded hospital
that got all the way up to Cincinnati.
Caused more than 50 patients and staff to be airlifted from the roof. And on Saturday, September 28th, the severity of this storm and the emergency into North Carolina began to really rear its ugly head. Authorities said that because of the flooding...
Can you imagine opening your front door to that? And there's probably people in the chat that did. This is horrible.
All these fallen trees, damages, and debris, all the roads in the western part of the state should be considered closed. The town of Asheville was underwater and totally cut off. And you guys...
Look at that. Look at that. You call 911 emergency services, right? Because you need help. That's emergency services. That ambulance, the water is up past the windows of the car. That's a fire truck right there. It's damn near up to the windows, and those things sit high. Dude's hanging on to the windshield right there.
I'm sure by now y'all have seen these videos of Asheville. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. A
Look at
really
that.
good friend of mine's
Well, if you want to see it, it's all like actually see the videos. It's on YouTube. Come over. The mystery project on YouTube. You'll find it. We're live right there as well.
grandmother, who's in her 90s,
And this is insane.
was in a town right outside of Asheville, literally just a few
Look at that.
minutes up into the mountains, and she was trapped as well. Again, in her 90s by herself. The power is out, and this is the situation that a lot of people are in. Complete power out, and all these trees
Angie, thank
down.
you.
You're talking the mountains, so it's not like you have all these different highways or back roads to
No, it's
take
usually
to get
one.
in and out of where you live. It's typically one road, winding road, going up a mountain or going down into
Down
these
it.
valleys, and there's all these trees down, and the
Look at that. Holy hell. Look at that road. Look at that house right there. They're looking out going, oh my God.
flooding is causing these roads to wash away, and you can't get out. On top of that, people are stuck
Look, they had to build little makeshift bridges to get across right there.
up into these mountains and these little grooves and stuff.
This was a picture of one of the sheets someone spray painted on. SOS, 20 plus people trapped up here. It's the street that, you know, we drove through just the night before to get to the Airbnb, and it's completely covered.
And
Oh, hell.
there's no power. And when there's no power, you're running out of water, you're running out of resources. And during this time, when it is dark at nighttime,
Oh, it's
it
pitch.
is pitch black
Yep.
everywhere. All you can hear is animals screaming. If you can hear any kind of ambulances, it is a very eerie feeling. And these people are stuck in the mountains right now with no way to communicate. If they have trees over them, they have no way to write out an SOS. They can't just drive down the mountain. They can't go and cut every single tree down. If you have elderly people, they cannot walk that far. This is
And
been
imagine the
total
elderly people that have like the life support things in their house and stuff.
destruction. A local sheriff in Asheville was quoted saying, "To say that this caught us off guard would be a complete understatement."
Now, even though the conditions are very bad and extreme, for the places that are accessible, there are search and rescue missions out in the places where the people can get. And as you see in this video here, they're literally walking through the mud. They're walking these dogs, sniffing through the mud, looking for bodies.
This storm is considered to be one of the deadliest hurricanes to make U.S. landfall in recorded history
Mm-hmm.
since the 1950s. So basically in over 75 years.
Right. Even I saw early on, they were like, this unfortunately is going to outpace Katrina in a lot of ways. Jesus.
Only 8 hurricanes have taken more than 100 lives. As of today, on October 2nd of 2024, the death toll has risen to at least 178, with hundreds and hundreds of people still missing, and the death toll rising every single
Every day.
And the
Every hour.
original reports, falling trees have been the biggest cause of death reported. Now, in remote
Oh my God.
areas, there have been helicopters and actual people coming up to volunteer. You've got just civilians who are out there trying to rescue people who are stranded.
However, there are some of them that are posting on social media and they are not too happy with the way that things are being handled.
My name's Jonathan
No.
Howard. I'm a member of the Florida State
No joke.
Guard Special Missions Unit. And I'm also up here with Aerial Recovery, a nonprofit. I came up here on Sunday with Aerial Recovery before we even got activated. We flew up here and then we got activated, which is great. I have my team up here working as well. Here's the problem. I'm going to tell you everything that's happening from the ground, what I'm actually seeing, because what they're telling you is complete bull on the news, and these politicians don't clue and they're lying. And I'll say this now, I'll say it at the end of the video. The only thing I need from this video is helicopters. If I have helicopters, I can save lives. Without helicopters, I can't reach these people. It doesn't matter how many chainsaws and trucks I got, I can't get to them. They're 10 miles in, 20 miles, 40 miles in the mountains. There's no way to get with them or even communicate with them. I am literally flying around in a civilian helicopter looking for SOS messages, carved in the mud or painted on the ground, and we're dropping down and saving them. What got me fired up about this
Unreal.
was yesterday, me and my team did the rescue of that 11-day-old baby. And all these government officials and social media, they're showing that video, that pictures and video of that rescue, and claiming that like they have some like government help with that. And I mean, even USA, I think it was USA Today, wrote an article about it saying it was a Florida National Guard that went and got it, like with a helicopter. No, it was me, my buddy Charlie, and a civilian named Zeb with his own personal helicopter out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Like without that civilian, that baby would be dead. And the
Wow.
old lady we went and rescued after that, she'd be dead too because she had 1 day left of oxygen.
Yeah, that.
No one was going to go get them. I will tell you, when we go up in the air, I probably see 40 civilian helicopters, and I might see 2 Blackhawks, National Guard, military, whatever they are. That's it. No one's out there doing rescues. I have my entire team up here from Florida right now, and they have no ability to go rescue these people other than what they can drive to. And the people that are in dire need, they're out in the mountains. They are completely cut off. Everybody wants to pretend like they're being the hero while these people are literally fucking dying in the mountains. And these people, like I'm saying, these people are limited medication. They're running out of oxygen, and there's no one going to get them. The most effective way I have found to go find these people is by getting in a helicopter and flying down the rivers and roads and looking for SOS messages or people waving us down. And then
Man, I wish I had a helicopter.
we drop down and get them.
I'd be there right now.
We have all these people here. We have law enforcement. We have State Guard, National Guard. They have no way to go get these people. Yesterday, when I was at the Asheville airport refueling, which, by the way, the civilian is paying all this out of his own pocket. He's not even looking for a reimbursement. I think we did 4 refuelings yesterday. And that was like just in half a day's work.
That's thousands of dollars.
We're in Asheville, and I saw 2 Air Force helicopter 60s. And I knew they were PJs, just looking at them. And I went up to them, I'm like, hey, guys, like, what are y'all doing? And like, this is what you need to be doing. This is how I'm finding people. And they're like, we can't go. We're waiting on Title 10 orders. And I'm like, what? They can't get any authority. There's military helicopters all over here sitting on the ground, and they can't do nothing. Even my JSOC boys in Fayetteville,
Disgusting.
they can't get orders to come out here. It is just the most disgusting thing, and they're killing these people. And I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what kind of conspiracy. I've heard so many things, whatever you want to come up with, but they are literally allowing these people to die in the mountains right now because we can't get helicopters. They got money for everything else in the world right now, but if they could just get us helicopters, we could fly out there and rescue these people. So I hope this video goes viral. I hope these politicians get fired. I hope people get pissed off.
I want to share with y'all some things you may not know about what's happening in the North Carolina mountains in the aftermath of Helene. Here's number one. If you have friends or family that are headed into the mountains or who live there, the looting has picked up major steam. I was advised yesterday by a county sheriff to make sure.
Oh, yeah. We saw, or I posted a video talking about how people were like looting and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And there were literally people commenting on that saying, that's not real. That's not real. That's not real. I believe what so-and-so news network said. It's not real. And I was like, are you crazy? Man, this is nuts.
That anybody out and about is carrying. And in his words, carrying with the safety off. There are very aggressive people out there. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. It's not because they're necessarily awful. They're desperate. Desperate people do desperate things, y'all. And why are they desperate? Because there's no water in some of these communities. We have neighbors in North Carolina with no water. And all I can say is this: the government ain't coming to save you. Not now.
Man, even if you're healthy, more than about 4 or 5 days, that's gonna be tough if you have no water. A week, maybe. But a lot of people that are not healthy, a couple days, y'all.
Not ever, because they don't care about you, the people.
Couple days. No electrolytes, dangerously low electrolytes. And then they're trying to come down a mountain or trying to get up a mountain where they think they can get rescued or seen better with no electrolytes in your body. Guess what happens? Your heart that's doing this goes like this. That is horrible. Ugh.
Anymore. It is the citizens who are going to have to step it up. Now, I got to tell y'all, I was floored yesterday by how my community, which is a little over an hour away from the affected areas, showed up at donation sites with water and diapers and formula and some liquid IV. I mean, y'all brought all kind of things, bleach, vinegar. You are ready to help, and we're going to take more donations today. Can I just remind y'all of something? You cannot eat money. You cannot drink money. So for those of y'all that thought money was your God, and by the way, that includes our freaking elected officials, it's not your God. Told my
Oh, hell.
girlfriend this morning while we were talking about this during our run, I said, tell your children, 'cause she's got grown children, this is why you keep a stash of water on hand. This is why you keep a stash of food on hand. But for those of y'all that are not in affected areas, if you can take your donated items and send it to the mountains, then send it with a friend. Make sure you're sending truckloads so that we don't overload the roads, because our first responders are overwhelmed. By the way,
Right.
thank you, Governor DeSantis, for doing more for North Carolina than North Carolina's governor has. I'm very
Damn.
grateful for your National Guard, because we have to help each other, y'all. And I'm going to tell you something. If you will share this with somebody who doesn't know what's happening in North Carolina, they need to know. They need to know that there are entire towns gone. Chimney Rock is gone, a beautiful town. Swannanoa, gone. Montreat, gone. Other towns damaged beyond repair. That means our geography has changed, our culture is at risk, but most importantly, our people, our generational people have lost their generational homes. This ain't about
Oh.
your granite countertops anymore. Listen, y'all, listen. Tell somebody how they can help. I am but one resource. There are people I know all over North and South Carolina that have been gathering up goods and trucks. Somebody as far away as Massachusetts putting a truck together. Let me know. I can connect you to where to take things. The Baptists are doing a great job out of Boone. Samaritan's Purse is on the ground. I trust those two organizations. I wish I had trust for more, because I don't trust this government, but I trust the people of North Carolina. Y'all, the biggest thing you
Whoa.
can do, pray. Pray right now. Pray fervently that people will turn their hearts back to God, and pray for a hedge of protection around all those who have seen things they should never have to see. I'll tell you one more story before I hang up this video. I had a lady come to my donation site yesterday, and her grandson is 10 years old, living in the mountains with his mother, who works in a VA hospital. They're getting the kid out today to get him home because they can finally get him out. And they're worried because he has seen things he should never have to see. When you have children that are
Terrible.
seeing bodies on the ground and towns gone, we're going to have to answer for that one day, y'all. Please pray. Please do something. And for those of y'all that have already done something, I can't thank you enough.
But you got all this stuff going on at
Damn.
one time, and you have these people up in these mountains in different places that are completely missing. Biggest thing we can all be doing right now is praying. But if you want to know how to donate to the relief efforts, here are some reputable options. Leah Thomas Brown's efforts. You can donate supplies. You can check her social media for the list of essential items that are needed. And if you're anywhere in that area,
Then y'all, all this is on the YouTube video. And there's a QR code that's up on the screen right now too. So TikTok, if you want to come over, you can see that and you can scan it and everything. It's set 23 minutes into the video.
you can bring them to her, and they will ensure that they will reach the hardest hit areas. I will have links down in the description box and in a pinned comment as well down in the
And you can find that video, her video, in the description of this video on YouTube, y'all.
comment section. Samaritan's Purse has also started a 5-site response.
That we're on here, it's bridges out on the other end, and our slide has got it blocked at this end. Those people.
Dear Lord, look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Imagine being in that. I mean, that's one just away from see you later.
None of them can get out. There's probably, I would say, at least 50 homes or more in there. If you can help somebody, help them.
No.
Just bless them.
Is responding. We're sending equipment up here, and volunteers will be going out this Monday, starting to help in this community. But this is not the only place we've responded to.
Banner Oak, they're out of water, they're out of food. So we just delivered 1 load of water to them. In the next couple of days, we're going to be moving more water, more food, baby formula.
We are outside Watauga Hospital
Yeah, like those poor babies out there, y'all.
to offer a oxygen service to those that have lost access to oxygen at their home.
Amid facing a staggering
Whoa. That went very quickly into the next video, y'all. Sorry about that. Holy hell. Make sure you come over, though. Y'all, come over to the YouTube channel. Go down and find the links to Samaritan's Purse and all that that they were talking about. Damn. Angie, thank you. Very sweet. Very sweet. All right, well, apparently... Cecily, right? Where? Yeah, exactly. That's what we're saying. Oh, no, but they can... You know what they can get? They can get $750. Aw. How are they supposed to even check their bank account to see if they got it? How are they supposed to go online to get it? How are they supposed to then... Okay, say they get it. I have $750. Oops. The stores are closed. I can't get water. Oops. My car is flipped over. Oh, man. Well, at least I have $750. Montreal, what are you doing? Montreal says hi, y'all. She's pissed, too. She came in saying, meow, 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 meow. Holy macaroni, y'all. Hang on a second. I gotta put up the lay photograph. All right, we got some Diddy stuff to talk about. Ooh, man, it's pissing me off. I'm getting heated, y'all. Am I turning red? Because I'm getting heated. All right, let's talk about Diddy because this dude's crazy. So,
amount of new sexual assault allegations, Sean Diddy Combs is prepping for the trial of his life and assembling his own version.
Yo, did you hear that he hired a? I think this might be actually what this video is about. Now that I think about it, he hired a D penalty attorney. What?
Of a dream team to take on the federal prosecutors in his sex trafficking case. On Monday, Combs' attorneys filed a third request to appeal his detention order. That order requires the Bad Boy Records founder to remain in jail until trial. But in those new court documents, new names have been added to the hitmaker's counsel. And those new names who agree to join his team are legal giants who are up for the challenge. So who are they? Anthony Rico is a well-established death penalty attorney. He reportedly led the defense in up to 45 federal death penalty cases. According to his bio on
Candace, there you go. Yeah, send him to the top of the mountain and leave him. Right? Holy hell.
The Fordham Law University website, some of the notable yet controversial cases included Rico serving on the counsel in the World Trade bombing conspiracy case and embassy bombing case in 1998. Some of his other cases included People versus Corey Arthur. Arthur was charged in the murder of the son of former Time Warner CEO Gerald Levine. Rico was able to get the death penalty off the table and litigate Arthur's sentence to life in prison. He also previously represented the undercover NYPD officer acquitted in the 2006 killing of Sean Bell. According to his bio, he doubles as an adjunct professor of law at Fordham and has been practicing law since 1982. Another
Damn, that's longer than I've been alive. By the way, y'all, we started the Facebook group, the Mystery Project. It's pinned at the top of the is it pinned at the top of the YouTube chat? It's not. I'm going to put it in the YouTube chat right now. Just search the Mystery Project on YouTube. Search the Mystery Project on Facebook. Let's keep going, y'all.
New addition to the Diddy defense team is Alexandra Shapiro. According to her firm's website, she's labeled as one of the nation's leading appellate lawyers, and her work is recognized in the reversals of both civil and criminal cases. She graduated from Columbia University School of Law in '91 and began working as a clerk to Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg before going on to work in white-collar defense. Shapiro even landed her own huge wins in the Supreme Court and narrowed the scope of the federal fraud statutes to reversed the wire fraud convictions of Western New York developer Louis Simonelli and former Andrew Cuomo aide Joseph Percoco. She's also representing convicted cryptocurrency fraudster Sam Bankman-Fried, who was reportedly in the same unit as Shapiro's newest client, Sean Combs, aka Diddy. And
oh hell!
if you're wondering if
also, did y'all see that Kesha? Remember Kesha? Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Remember that? She put out things saying she's about to unleash the Kraken, for lack of a better word. Crazy as hell. Yeah. By the way, YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every night. And keep tapping the screen, y'all. Thanks for the little friendship things, too. Very sweet of you. Let's keep it going.
she's related to the Robert Shapiro from the O.J. Simpson case, the two are not related. Shapiro and Rico now join Mark Agnifilo and Teeny Garagos. Teeny Garagos is the daughter of the attorney to the stars Mark Garagos, who famously represented the likes of Winona Ryder, Michael Jackson, and Chris Brown. But according to Teeny's bio,
Winona Ryder, when she was stealing stuff? Y'all remember that?
she's making a name for herself. She was a founding partner of
She stole my heart and Beetlejuice and then stole a whole bunch of stuff from stores. Remember that?
Agnifilo and Trader, and has defended clients in federal and state cases at the trial and appellate level. Her experience is in defending and investigating allegations of sexual misconduct, and she's represented a number of people accused of sexual assault and sexual harassment.
Damn.
But on the flip side,
by the way, entertainment and educational purposes only, TikTok and YouTube overlords. You crazy AI robot people that tell grown adults what they can and can't say and discuss on an online platform. Appreciate it.
She's also represented victims of sexual assault and violence. But her range doesn't just include sex crimes. According to her bio, she's also defended a wide range of criminal matters, including securities fraud, wire fraud, public corruption, tax evasion, deportation, and narcotics cases. And of course, there's Mark Agnifilo, who seemingly has been the face of Diddy's defense team thus far. According to his bio on his firm's website, he's won acquittals in many of the most complex and difficult trials in America. In the past several years, he secured 3 acquittals in cases ranging from assault to international tax fraud to political corruption, and has tried more than 200 cases over his 30-year career. With all 4 combined legal experience, it seems they're all up for taking on a music mogul accused of sex trafficking. As Diddy faces another hearing slated for next week, we can expect his new additions
to
argue for bail once again. But will it be successful? Well, that's up for a federal judge to decide if third time's the charm.
Keep saying we love TikTok shop. Nanny, does that work? We love the TikTok shop. Remember when I used to I was drinking the coffee that somebody on the TikTok shop sent me, and then I was like, yeah, if you guys want to buy their coffee, go ahead and buy their coffee. And we sold like 20 bags of coffee, and then TikTok like shut the video down, closed the live stream, and said that it was against the rules or something like that because I wasn't displaying the product the whole time or something stupid. I was like, okay, well then y'all can go off. I've never done it since.
I'm joined now by criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Florina Altschuyler.
Y'all remember that? That was crazy as hell.
Florina, I really appreciate you joining me today. Diddy has hired some pretty heavy hitters to join his defense team. Is it significant to you at all that he added a well-established death penalty attorney to his case, that being Anthony Rico?
Certainly, he's not charged with any crimes that expose him to the death penalty, but any.
Well, huh. You say that now, lady. You should plug some sort of toothpaste or teeth whitener. Right?
Anytime,
my teeth are so white, P. Diddy's trying to throw a party in them.
You what?
Oh, that's horrible.
Anybody is charged with a crime.
I just brush them, y'all. That's all. I just brush them.
Especially somebody with significant money. They're going to hire established attorneys with experience, and they're going to hire a team of attorneys.
And he also added Sam
Whoa.
Bankman-Fried's attorney, that being Alexandra Shapiro. What do you make of that addition to his team, given she's still representing Sam Bankman-Fried and he's reportedly housed in the same unit as Diddy?
You know, that's actually not all that surprising. Oftentimes,
Miss Anonymous, right?
defendants will speak to other defendants. They'll have exposure to other defendants while in custody, and
Thank
will
you, City.
sometimes, by recommendation of other defendants, hire an attorney that is representing one of them. I've many times seen
Right.
clients hire the same attorney as somebody else that's in the same cell block with them just because of references. It's not much different than how people find their estheticians or their physicians or pick the gyms that they go to. It's by word of mouth.
And just looking through their
Gym and esthetician, the kind of coffee to drink, or the attorney that's going to represent you in the RICO and SA of like 120 people.
bios, they all have very well-established careers.
Whoa. Thanks for the friendship bracelets. Y'all are sweet. Thank you.
Each in their own right of defending clients accused from different ranges: assault, sex crimes, white-collar crimes,
Damn.
death penalty cases, etc.
We love the TikTok shop, don't we? After you hear all these certain words you're not supposed to say on TikTok.
But in your opinion, what will make Diddy's case different in terms of defending?
The biggest issue with his case is the number of alleged victims that are coming forward.
Right.
And normally, when you have a case of one complainant against one defendant, instances of prior situations with other complainants are not going to be relevant. They're going to be entirely too prejudicial, and they're not something that's going to come into evidence at trial. Think of the Weinstein case where they did, and then the case in New York was reversed because of those three other women's incidents that came into evidence and the court determined were entirely too prejudicial for purposes of determining whether or not he committed the offense charged with that one. In this case, what I expect is going to happen, at least on the civil end, is there's over 100 different complainants coming together, suing together, almost like a
Right.
class action lawsuit, which for purposes of a sex crime is really unique. And that's going to allow all of that evidence cumulatively to come together in one case. I would not be surprised. In fact, I fully expect that in the criminal case, the same thing is going to happen because he's charged with sex trafficking. And so they're going to be able to put into evidence before the same one jury this long list of women and men who are the victims of his actions. And that, while it's overwhelmingly prejudicial, is relevant to the charges. And so it's going to come in and it's going
Dear Lord. So Vanity, hi. Long time no see. Thanks for the roses.
to
Hey.
be really difficult to overcome. You know, I've had clients who have had this slew of charges that for
He just got, that's just a creepy, you can tell. Just look in the eyes. And you're like, no.
factual reasons under those circumstances are able to be brought together. And I explained to them, listen, I could beat the first, I could beat the second, maybe I could even beat the third. But when you have 27 different ones, we're just not going
Whoa. Tara, thank you. We're almost
to
there.
be that lucky. After a
At least, right?
certain point, there's this tipping point, and it's just too many people saying the same thing that the jury is not going to find reasonable doubt. And I think that's going to be his biggest issue, unless
Tammy, right?
he's somehow able to convince a judge to separate those claims and keep the different complainants apart. But given the nature of the charges, I just don't see how that's going to be possible.
And given their kind of range of experience in the criminal defense world, what are your thoughts also on how that'll kind of play into the appeal process? You know, they're already appealing his bail order right now. They're hoping to go for a third time, hoping that Diddy will get bail. But how important
Man, you can get 5 years just for that turtleneck alone.
is the appeal process?
And those glasses. That's 3 years right there for the glasses. That's 8 years, just that one outfit.
All throughout this, even given that we're not even at trial yet.
So
Sarah, thank you,
every
Simaba. Thank
good
you.
trial attorney has to have a keen ear for appeals. Everything that we do in preparation for trial, during our oral arguments, and during the trial itself is to
Sarah, thank you. We hit it.
preserve the record for purposes of appeal and to preserve any legal issues that come up where there might be a ruling that we believe could be reversed. The best thing to do, which they're doing, is to have a team of attorneys because a trial attorney is not always an appeal attorney, and an appeal attorney is most certainly not a trial attorney. And so when you have a team of attorneys with different specialties,
Why does that lady have a Campbell's soup can painting on her wall behind her? I know that is totally random, but so is that painting.
you can have appellate counsel watching, overseeing, and identifying those issues as they come up. You can also have that appeal attorney counseling the trial attorney to highlight things that that trial attorney may not know to argue and to preserve. Without the two working together, that trial attorney has to also be an appellate expert, which is not often the case.
And you said something interesting. You said team. Now, some are also saying this is kind of Diddy's version of setting up like an OJ Simpson like dream team. What are your thoughts on that kind of comparison?
Unfortunately, in Diddy's case, the oil does fit.
Elizabeth, I've been thinking that our entire conversation. That's absolutely correct, and that's a great point, right? You know,
That's an Andy Warhol painting? Really?
O.J. Simpson
I guess I'm not quite as cultured as I thought.
had someone who was an expert in DNA. O.J. Simpson had someone who really was able to hone in on racial issues. He had excellent trial attorneys. He had excellent writers, excellent appellate attorneys. You have to have that team come together to collaborate, especially in a case where the volume of evidence is going to be so great that it is just time wise impossible for one attorney to have the hours in the day and the days in the year.
Cats and Crochet Patrick, I lost my home in Cedar Key. Please keep all in prayers. Oh my God. Yep. That was the first video that we watched too, was all about just the destruction and how it's shocking. Not shocking is like the understatement of the century. It is absolutely vile how little is being done by certain entities that should have had that solved like that. Absolutely, thoughts and prayers to everybody. Cats and Crochet and everybody else. I mean, it's sickening. Like it makes me sick thinking how, well, you already know. There's things you can't say because they get mad as hell, but it's disgusting. It is. It really is. You have my thoughts, prayers, anything I can do. Anything I can do.
To review everything.
Let's keep going.
And I have cases sometimes where the case that I am trying right now, 6,600 jail calls. There's not enough minutes in the day or days in the week to be able to sit there and listen to them. You need to have support. You need to have additional humans.
Hey, you got to get AI on that.
To go through all of that evidence. In federal cases, I get discovery on disks that are in the terabytes of data. It is just too much for one person to be able to do, regardless of how brilliant they may be.
And as the attorneys are appealing that bail order and going hopefully to get Diddy bail for now a third time, do you think that'll be successful?
Unfortunately, I do not. Federal law, as it comes to bail, is not the same as state court law. Now, in state court, you can argue whether or not the person is a flight risk, argue that they are not a flight risk, and either get them released on their own recognizance or have bail lowered. In federal court, flight risk is a question to be addressed. However, the judge is allowed to, can, and should consider the nature of the charges. And in this case, the nature of the charges is bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
You have to consider the number of alleged victims, the time span of the crime, and
the alleged ages of some of these victims. Man, Carol, thank you for the hand heart too. Appreciate that.
Gravity of the incidents that are alleged. And based on that, I am not at all surprised that a federal...
Y'all, so you guys know I'm a musician, right? See that sign behind him? It says Grammy Awards. Yeah, there was a time in my life where I was like, man, I can't wait to win a Grammy. When I was in the music industry, man, I was like, y'all can take that and shove it right where the sun don't shine. Hell no. That whole industry is... Y'all think this is bad? This is what came out. This is what's getting exposed now. Y'all think, and you think that's bad? Oh, man. Unfortunately, this, as horrible as this is like Disneyland compared to some of the craziness. Just wait. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
Judge
I hope.
Is holding him in custody, and I would not expect him to change his mind and release him.
All right, Florina, I really appreciate your insight into this case. Before I sign you off, anything else you'd like to add?
I think this is going to be an interesting case that's going to have to go to trial, because I just don't see how the government is going to offer a plea that's not going to involve prison time. And I don't see Diddy taking a plea that is going to involve prison time. So this is definitely one to watch.
Florina, again, thank you so much. I appreciate your time today.
Thanks for having me, Elizabeth.
Don Diddy Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges including racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking.
Damn.
Through his attorneys, he says he's innocent and will fight to clear his name, and has denied the most recent wave of more than 120 sexual assault allegations against him. The music mogul is slated to appear in court again next week on October 9th. Reporting for Law and Crime, I'm Elizabeth Milner.
Damn. We got one more Diddy one too. Cats and Crochet. Hold on. I'm posting this up there. This is what I was talking about earlier, y'all, that pissed me right the hell off. She says, we cannot even get the $750, unfortunately, $750 that they can get or are entitled to, because all of our paperwork and everything is gone. Plus, there's no government office open for us to try and get our information and proof of it.
That's suspicious. That's weird. How dare you?
Oh, pisses me off. You know what, Cats and Crochet? Try it without any paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Just try it without any. Y'all, I'm gonna rage flip the desk, y'all. This is pissing me off. Let's get back to the let's get back to the Puff Daddy stuff. Because I'm gonna rage flip this desk.
Footage of Bieber, Odell Beckham, and Trey Songz.
Yes.
Like, and Trey's like literally.
Oh hell, y'all! This is a new channel, by the way. This is Poster Hits, pinned down in the description. So make sure you go subscribe. Let's see what they got to say about Diddy.
He's sitting there playing lookout.
Playing lookout as Justin Bieber goes down.
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory.
Jaguar Wright has just confirmed some of our deepest fears about Diddy and Justin Bieber in a recent interview.
Oh, hell.
The R&B artist, who was also a longtime backup singer for Jay-Z, has revealed shocking details alleging that Diddy didn't just use Justin for his own pleasure, but also passed him off to friends. In the wake of Diddy's arrest, Bieber has been
burn in hell for that.
Trending, with unsettling videos of him circulating online.
Did y'all see the one where they broke down that first, or one of his first songs? It was like, baby, 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 oh. And he was saying baby oil. Man.
Emotional
Can't
damage.
go back and like really listen to that again. I was like, that is crazy as hell.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Tara, thank you.
Wright claims she has obtained unseen and disturbing tapes of Diddy and Bieber that could definitely put the bad boy executive away for good. Buckle up, and let's dive into the details. But before we get into the big reveal, we need to explore the jaw-dropping 15-year-long relationship between Diddy and Justin Bieber.
Oh, hell. Aaliyah, thank you for the Cash App. You're so sweet. Thank you for supporting the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You didn't have to do that.
The relationship. Jaguar Wright has been one of Diddy's most vocal critics, even before the public had any real insight into his secretive world. According to Jaguar, Diddy has allegedly mistreated several
Man, with this damn cat, you the captain of the Dumbass Express.
Incoming male artists, including Meek Mill. Meek recently went on a Twitter rant trying to dispel rumors about his involvement with Diddy. But Jaguar suggests that there are deeper truths behind the whispers. One of the biggest controversies centers around Justin Bieber, who started trending last year after Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy emerged. The lawsuit opened the door for a slew of disturbing allegations about Diddy, and people began to revisit Justin's time spent with him. Initially, it seemed like speculation about Justin being negatively influenced by Diddy might have been exaggerated. However, with more information surfacing, it has become harder to dismiss the possibility that something unsettling was happening. In a recent interview with Storm Monroe, Jaguar Wright addressed these concerns, particularly a disturbing video of Justin Bieber with Odell Beckham and Trey Songz, where Justin appears to be in a compromising situation.
Oh, hell. I saw that video, y'all. That is crazy as hell. Have you seen the video that he's talking about? Or the AI? This is an AI voice. It fooled me again, damn it. But the video that they had, man, it is crazy as hell. And that dude, y'all, if you haven't seen it, just put it in on the YouTubes, because it's crazy as hell. Y'all haven't seen it? What video? Oh, hell. There's Trey Songz is there. I think he's behind this dude. I forget the guy's name. He just said it, but it's like one of the rapper dudes or whatever. And he's sitting there with like a white hoodie on, and like Justin Bieber comes up like right here and like looks at the camera, and his mouth is all wet, and the dude's like, man, it is crazy as hell. It is. I'm like, man, what else are you gonna like? Come on, it's crazy. Odell Beckham, yeah, that's who it is. Odell Beckham, that's right. Yeah. But I was like, no. Yeah, and then he wipes his mouth. Yeah. Yep. Aaliyah, thank you for sending 5 subscriptions. Damn. Oh, we started a subwave too. Oh, and we hit the things too. Corey, thank you. Aaliyah, thank you. Carolyn, thank you. Angie, thank you. Damn, thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Some fans brushed it off, suggesting Justin was possibly indulging in a dangerous lifestyle. which is alarming
or forced to,
considering he was surrounded by much older men encouraging harmful behavior. Jaguar Wright claims that what Justin was doing to Odell in that video was not as innocent as some might hope. According to her, it wasn't just drug-related, it was something far more disturbing, as Justin appeared to be performing oral intimate acts on Odell while highly
that right there. That's the picture, y'all. They obviously can't show the video. That's the picture. Come over to YouTube 55 minutes in. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Intoxicated. Jaguar points out that Trey Songz was reportedly acting as a lookout.
Oh, hell yeah. He's a bottoms up. Every single cup. Tell security we about to. He said it in the damn song, y'all.
Ensuring that no one caught on to what was happening or filmed the incident, which only adds to the unsettling nature of the situation. Jaguar also highlighted Justin's troubling path, which she believes began during the infamous 48 hours he spent with Diddy. This period has gained attention because of a video where Diddy promises to buy Justin a Lamborghini and a house.
Man, you crazy as hell. Is that Drake? Who's that right there?
In all the revelations about Diddy's alleged behavior, many find it difficult to watch that video without imagining what Justin may have endured under the guise of Diddy's mentor.
Susie, where's his parents? His mom signed over custody to Usher. And then Usher signed over custody to P. Diddy for 48 hours. Yeah. Y'all, hit the sub goal. Let's hit it. We got stuff rolling right now on the sub wave. Go for it, y'all. We need one more. Somebody send one or join. Now's the time. Go, go, go. Support the show. If you want.
Fans were especially shocked when Justin Bieber received a Lamborghini shortly after getting his driver's license.
Oh, hell.
Which looked eerily similar to the one Diddy had promised him in a video. This raised a lot of eyebrows, with many questioning why Diddy would gift such a lavish car to a young artist like Justin.
Gee, I wonder why.
Speculation grew that this wasn't just an act of generosity, but something more transactional, with Diddy allegedly playing the role of a sugar daddy who rewarded his
That is crazy as hell.
Boy toy with expensive gifts in exchange for something far more sinister. Considering the horrific details revealed at Cassie's lawsuit and the disturbing claims from Lil Rod about Diddy's behavior, some believe that Justin, being so young at the time, might have experienced even worse. Many pointed out how innocent and bright Justin looked in earlier footage, compared to his appearance less than a decade later, suggesting that whatever happened during those years seriously affected him. What's even more alarming is that the warning signs
oh hell, which one's Justin?
Were always there, yet people are only piecing it together now. There's footage where Justin seems visibly uncomfortable and fumbling his words while speaking to Diddy, and some believe that behind the scenes, Justin's team had actually tried to keep him away from Diddy.
Well, anybody that cared for him probably would have.
Allegedly, they were concerned about how Diddy's influence was affecting Justin's mental and physical
he's young as hell right there. That dude looks like he's about 8 years old.
Well-being, leading them to...
By the way, YouTube, take a second, hit that. Hang on, TikTok's getting mad at me. Okay, TikTok, there you go. You happy? Crazy son of a... Anyways, YouTube, hit the thumbs up button for me. Let's get 200 likes. Come on, y'all. And TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Tap the screen like crazy. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every night. This one's got me heated, though, because we talked about the hurricane. Now we're talking about the Diddy cane. This is crazy as hell.
To take precautions to protect him. That might explain why the dynamic between Diddy and Justin Bieber felt so awkward when Diddy eventually tracked him down, seemingly eager to continue their questionable relationship. There's footage where Diddy appears to pat Justin down, almost as if checking for wires. Whatever Diddy whispered to him during that moment, Justin ended the encounter with a quiet, "love you," which raised even more red flags. Another key piece of the puzzle was Justin's noticeable shift toward alcohol and substance use after spending more time around Diddy. During Diddy's 2014 Pyro
Oh, hell, there's Drake right there.
party, Justin was seen holding a bottle that looked like aqua hydrate, a clear liquid beverage. But if you examine closely, the bottle contained a suspicious yellow liquid, hinting that it might have been alcohol or something else entirely. Years later, Justin opened up about how tough that period of his life was. He described himself as hurting, unhappy, confused, angry, and feeling misled and misunderstood. This reflection points to the deep struggles he was facing, despite the outward image of living the high life during his career peak. While Diddy wasn't
Oh my God.
the sole cause of Justin's problems, his influence seems to have played a role. Justin entered the industry at such a young age without much protection or guidance, leaving him vulnerable to manipulation. And it's important to note, the people taking advantage of him were adults, which only makes the situation more troubling. In 2011, Justin Bieber, who was barely 17 at the time, found himself in an uncomfortable position during an interview with James Corden at the Brit Awards. While sitting next to Bieber, Corden made comments that many viewers found strange and invasive.
Oh, I kind of remember this.
Leaning in too close to the seemingly uneasy young teen, he asked, "Can I say this? You smell amazing. How old are you? Wow, look at your eyes." Bieber, who seemed unimpressed by the intrusive nature of the interview, simply replied, "I'll be turning 17 in 2 weeks." Corden's remarks and gesture blurred the lines of professionalism and raised concerns about boundaries in that particular interaction.
Man, tell me he didn't end up in his car doing that lip sync thing or whatever that he did. Did he end up in his car? Man, that would be crazy as hell. By the way, we're doing a quick poll, y'all. Should I do Halloween themed mystery project shirts and merch and stuff? Happy face, yes. Sad face, no. Halloween themed. Like, really freaking cool, y'all. Go, let me know.
The following year, at the 2012 American Music Awards, Bieber encountered another awkward situation. This time, it involved Jenny McCarthy, who,
oh, hell,
at 40 years old, held the then 18-year-old artist tightly by the neck and forced an unwanted kiss. Bieber's discomfort was evident.
That is crazy as hell.
And during his acceptance speech, he candidly stated, "I feel so violated right now." In another instance, Bieber faced intrusive questions about personal topics that no young star should have to address. An interviewer asked him whether his parents had ever given him the talk. Evidently annoyed by the question,
holy hell, is that his mom or his sister?
Justin called out the interviewer, questioning why a stranger would ask a 15-year-old such invasive questions.
Right.
Justin Bieber's journey through the entertainment industry has been nothing short of harrowing. The fact that he emerged from such dark times speaks volumes about his strength and resilience. What's particularly unsettling is that those who should have been his protectors, figures like Usher and Diddy, often failed him in his most vulnerable moments.
Failed? Man, this is crazy as hell. Oh, and did y'all see Garth Brooks? What's coming out about Garth Brooks? Aaliyah, thank you so much. Another one? You're so sweet. Did y'all see that? I just posted a video on TikTok talking about it too. YouTube, come over to the haunted side on TikTok. TikTok, click my face, go to the profile, watch that video. Yeah, Garth Brooks apparently took Trisha Yearwood's hair and makeup lady, and some craziness happened. And the lady was like, needed a gig, so yeah. Sick, y'all. Garth Brooks.
For context, Usher entered Justin's life just...
I mean, he got crazier in later years, but like, this happened a long time ago, allegedly. I know actually this one, the recent one, the one that just came out was 2019, but His first wife was talking about all kinds of craziness back then.
As he was starting his career in Atlanta. At only 13, Justin was navigating a world that was overwhelming and filled with potential pitfalls. His mother, Patty Mallette, had prayed fervently for her son to meet good people in the industry.
Good people in the industry?
When Usher and Scooter Braun arrived on the scene, she believed her prayers were answered.
Oh, hell.
However, she couldn't have predicted that they would ultimately lead Justin down a troubling path. Usher took Justin under his wing.
Oh, hell.
Mentoring him and even appointing a friend, Ryan Good, to be his swagger coach and road manager. But as Patty noted, this mentorship came at a cost. She felt
oh, hell. Michelle, thank you.
herself losing control over her son, who was suddenly thrust into fame and fortune far beyond what anyone in their family had ever experienced. Justin, a young boy from a modest background, faced immense pressures as he became one of the most recognized figures in the world. Patty recognized that he needed grounding amid the chaos, but her access to him was limited during tours. This highlights a critical issue. While parents of child stars often face criticism for their roles in their children's careers, they are often no match to the predatory nature of the industry, which can be filled with vultures and wolves ready to exploit the young and vulnerable. Fast forward a few years, and Usher had introduced Justin to Diddy, marking the start of Justin's unsettling journey into a darker world. Rumor has it that Diddy wasted no time in taking Justin under his wing, but not in a way that truly mentored him. Instead, many believe Diddy was grooming Justin, much like he allegedly did with Usher. Diddy has a history of claiming legal guardianship over young artists, which he did with Usher while producing his first album. But instead of being a protector, Diddy exposed Usher to a lifestyle that was far from innocent. Usher has hinted at the severity of his experiences living with Diddy, suggesting that what he went through was likely worse than we could ever imagine. There are even whispers that Usher faced some harrowing situations that landed him in the hospital.
Oh my God. Aaliyah, thank you.
John Deal, a former associate.
Oh, yeah. He was like a security guard. By the way, TikTok, we got a bunch of new people in here. Take a second, hit that follow button, y'all. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, I'm live every single night. Y'all hit the follow button. Go ahead. Keep tapping the screen, too. Let's get 50,000 likes. And YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe. And if you guys want to watch the video, come on over to YouTube. Search The Mystery Project on YouTube. You guys will find it. And subscribe. Let's go.
Has shed light on the disturbing dynamics at play, implying that Diddy might have subjected Usher and Justin to similar exploitative circumstances. He pointed out how Usher's relationship with Diddy could resemble a trauma bond, where Usher feels compelled to cover for Diddy despite the pain he might have endured. It's telling how Usher speaks about Diddy. His choice of words often seems measured, hinting at a fear of revealing too much about their complicated past. Usher has never publicly addressed the rumors about being Diddy's boy toy, but court documents from the Lil Rod lawsuit add a troubling layer to the story. The documents reveal a conversation where Mr. Combs allegedly informed Rod that he had engaged in sexual activities with two prominent figures, a rapper and an R&B singer. The footnotes hint that one was a well-known Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, and the other was a successful R&B artist who had a Vegas residency. Fans quickly pieced it together, concluding that Meek Mill was the rapper, while Usher was the R&B singer mentioned. Aside from these claims, Usher has openly discussed the chaotic nature of his time at Diddy's Puffy Flavor camp. Interestingly, Diddy himself once let slip that he and Usher shared a bed when Usher was still a young. This revelation came during a party that Usher hosted with comedian Kevin Hart. Diddy attempted to brush it off as they were fighting.
Man, you crazy as hell. That is crazy. Y'all, the YouTube channel is The Mystery Project. It should be pinned on the screen. Can you guys see it? The Mystery Project on YT. The Mystery Project. That's the name of the YouTube channel, y'all. Come on over.
Over Frosted Flakes. But Kevin Hart's quick deflection couldn't erase the implications of what was said. It's puzzling to see Usher covering for Diddy, yet it makes sense when you consider how traumatic experiences can shape a person's behavior. Usher isn't alone in this. Other male artists have felt Diddy's influence in unsettling ways. Meek Mill, for example, has found himself under scrutiny as well. Named in the Lil Rod lawsuit, he has been accused of having sexual encounters with Diddy, and this speculation has sparked his erratic behavior online. Jaguar Wright, in a recent interview with Storm Monroe, didn't hold back. She suggested that Meek had been involved with Diddy multiple times, even branding him a power bottom. She implied that his high-profile relationship with Nicki Minaj was a strategic move to mask his rumored affairs with Diddy. This isn't the first time Jaguar has hinted at Meek's struggles within the industry. In a separate interview with Real Life Productions, she alleged that Meek might have been used by the Smiths during a mentorship encounter. She described a dark side of the industry where young men have reportedly fled from elite circles, desperate to escape the manipulative dynamics masked as mentorship. Is anyone really surprised that Will and Jada are close friends with Diddy? The connections between these Hollywood figures often raise eyebrows, especially when considering the swirling rumors about Meek Mill allegedly being Diddy's side piece. If that's true, it's not far-fetched to think he might have been introduced to the Smiths for their own escapades. Old photos and videos of Meek Mill have resurfaced since the lawsuit started dropping, sparking a wave of questions among fans. For instance, there's a picture of Meek and Diddy in matching pajamas, looking like they just had a cozy sleepover. Then there's the viral footage of Meek lounging in a pool while Diddy affectionately calls him Daddy. Two grown men using that term for each other? Not exactly the norm. Even more telling is a clip of Meek performing at a club. Diddy's reaction when Meek raps a certain line is telling. He looks like he's having a moment of nostalgia or something deeper. In his defense, Meek has gone to great lengths to prove his heterosexuality. He spent a whole week on Twitter insisting that he's all about women, emphasizing his conquests.
What?
In one tweet, he claimed, "When I got a girl around me, I'm effing her twice a day, trying to drive the point home." He even took a
What in the hell is going on?
jab at rappers who embrace more flamboyant styles, stating, "I come from that gangsta is surviving in the jungle." Meek Mill has gone as far as blaming the media for trying to tarnish his reputation and derail his latest music release. He's vocal about how the narrative surrounding him often paints him as either a snitch or someone who's gay. "We're generating hundreds of millions from music," he claims. "It's not a coincidence they call us all gay and snitches."
What?
Remember when Diddy sold his entire music catalog for $200 million last year? Still, he managed to bring Justin back on board for a track titled Moments. In announcing this collaboration, Justin reminisced about pitching a song to Diddy when he was
Damn, Justin straight up looks like he's 58 years old.
just 14. Sadly, the song was trash,
Sabrina, thank
he
you.
admitted, recalling that it would have been a hard no from Diddy. Fast forward a few years, and Justin found himself freestyling for Diddy's album. "Full circle moment. Love you, Diddy," he wrote, leaving fans wondering about the nature of their connection. What's even more unsettling is a video circulating online showing Justin at a party with Diddy and The Game, where they're seen giving him drinks. The situation surrounding Justin Bieber and Diddy has taken a dark turn, with lingering questions about what really transpired at that party. While it's unclear what kind of drinks were involved, there are speculations that they may have been spiked. This is
Oh, hell.
particularly troubling considering reports of Justin being passed around by Diddy and his friends during the event. It's hard to imagine what thoughts raced through his mind in that unsettling atmosphere. Like Usher,
Dear
Justin
Lord.
has kept quiet about his experiences with Diddy, though he did release a documentary reflecting on the challenges he faced growing up in the industry. Watching that film is heart-wrenching. However, a source close to Justin has hinted that he might be open to confronting his relationship with Diddy, especially if it aids in ongoing investigations. While he prefers not to speak publicly about their
Oh, hell.
dynamic, he may be compelled to do so. It remains uncertain whether Justin now recognizes certain past interactions with Diddy as crossing a line, but if necessary, he may address it. Jaguar Wright
Thank you.
exposes Diddy tapes. Jaguar Wright has made shocking claims that Sean Diddy Combs allegedly sold a controversial freak-off party video for an eye-watering $500 million on the dark web. Wright, known for her explosive allegations against the disgraced rapper, discussed the ramifications of this sale in a recent interview that's gone viral.
Dear Lord.
She suggested that Diddy is in dire financial need. The last freak-off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I monitored, went for $500 million, Wright revealed. When asked whether Diddy is being protected by his associates or if he's protecting them, she bluntly stated, "He's selling it because he needs the cash," referencing an event in Calabasas that allegedly captured some of the party's wild moments. Adding to the intrigue,
Lord.
a resurfaced video of Justin Bieber highlights his concern for Billie Eilish amid Diddy's recent legal troubles, including arrest on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. In a 2020 interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, Bieber expressed a desire to shield Eilish from the harsh realities of the music industry, reflecting on his own tumultuous experiences.
Right?
"I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody," Bieber said, his emotions evident as he recalled the immense pressures he faced after skyrocketing to fame at just 14 years old. "It was hard for me being that young in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone telling me they loved me, only to turn their backs on you in a second," he shared, shedding light on the darker side of celebrity life and his traumatic experiences with his mentors. In a recently
Dear Lord.
surfaced TikTok video, Wright made some startling claims about Diddy and his alleged attempts to gain control over Justin Bieber during the young singer's rise to fame. According to Wright, Diddy struggled to get a hold of Bieber until Usher intervened. She alleged that Usher helped the now disgraced mogul by managing Bieber and then handing him over to Diddy for a brief period of 48 hours. Wright suggested that there were concerns about Diddy's intentions, describing his approach to Bieber as somewhat predatory. She recounted how Usher discovered this and took on the role of managing Bieber, promising to protect him before ultimately sending him to Diddy. Does Usher still sound like a good guy now that everyone knows what Diddy is really like? She questioned. The video wrapped up with Wright emphasizing, "They did not see the intentions were in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there." This revelation comes at a time when Usher has seemingly wiped his tweets from X, formerly known as Twitter, claiming his account was hacked.
Yeah, well, guess what? They archive all that stuff, so everything is still there. Delete it all you want, it's always there.
This incident occurred shortly after Diddy's arrest, as he faces serious charges that could lead to a prison sentence of up to 15 years. Combs is currently detained in a Brooklyn jail facing serious charges. Recent developments during his trial have unveiled troubling details about his notorious freak-off parties. which reportedly involved violence and threats used to coerce women into drug-fueled orgies with male escorts. These revelations led to Diddy's bail being denied twice. In a recent interview, Jaguar Wright alleged that
Dear Lord.
videos being sold on the dark web feature high-profile names like Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. While some fans entertained the possibility of her claims regarding dark web trading, many criticized her for name-dropping and spreading sensationalized rumors about other celebrities.
Well, it ain't a rumor if it's true.
Wright, a longtime backup singer for Jay-Z and industry insider, explained how dark coin is utilized to prevent videos from leaking on the dark web. She remarked that most people are unaware of the dark coin's existence and its role in the underground trading of illicit material. A video featuring Kevin Hart from Jumanji and Ashton Kutcher from That 70s Show has resurfaced, generating buzz as they discuss Diddy's legendary parties. While the authenticity of their claims is still under scrutiny, fans are now calling on stars like Justin Bieber, Usher, and Kutcher, who have previously worked with Diddy, to speak out about the allegations.
Man, this is crazy as hell. By the way, TikTok, see a bunch of new people. Hit the follow button real quick. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, I'm live every single night, y'all. So come on in. We do all kinds of different cases. Hit the follow button. Keep tapping the screen. Thank you for the donuts and stuff. You guys don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. If you want to see the videos, like actually watch the videos that we're watching, we're live on YouTube as well. The Mystery Project on YouTube. Come find it. Subscribe. Do all the things. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. We're almost at 200 likes. Thank you so much. Let's keep going.
Controversy, Jamie Foxx has been linked to recording videos at Diddy's infamous freak-off parties.
Oh, hell.
Reports indicate that Foxx attended these gatherings intending to document the activities, notably following Diddy around during a pool party at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Claudia, thank you.
Recently,
thanks for the follows, y'all. See? Very cool. Thank you.
Foxx
join the family.
Opened up about a serious health scare he experienced in April 2023, which resulted in his hospitalization. The ordeal began with a severe headache, leading him to take an Advil from a friend, but it spiraled into a 20-day blackout in his memory, accompanied by significant health complications. In a surprising twist, Foxx hinted that his health scare was connected to an attempt on his life, allegedly orchestrated by Diddy. In conversations surrounding his hospitalization, he alluded to the intense secrecy and scrutiny that followed his medical emergency, suggesting darker implications tied to his experiences at Diddy's notorious parties.
Wow.
Cat Williams, a fellow comedian, has publicly backed these claims, asserting that Foxx's health issues were not mere coincidences, but rather linked to Diddy's alleged efforts to silence him. Williams suggested that Foxx's hospitalization was a direct result of him distancing himself from Diddy's controversial activities, hinting at attempts to protect certain secrets regarding those events. Jaguar Wright has long been vocal about Diddy's questionable
Sabrina, thank you.
behavior, and it seems the tide is finally shifting in favor of her claims. Fans online are expressing their concern.
Like, look, that doesn't even look like the same person, y'all. That's Justin Bieber right there. That doesn't even look like the same person.
For Justin, with one comment resonating.
Sip the tea. Thank you, Randa. Thank you.
I'm concerned for Justin. I hope he can get through this. He was clearly a victim and does not seem as strong as Cassie. The outpouring of support highlights the ongoing struggle many young artists face in an industry that can be both glamorous and predatory.
Oh, hell. That is... It's too much, y'all. It's too much. The hell is this world coming to? The hell is this world coming to? Going to hell in a handbasket, as my grandma would say. All right, we got one last video. And yes, it's about y'all's favorite person. Here we go.
Guys, I let Ken out of his crate today, took him on a car ride, and now we're going to do
Ken out of his crate? Man, you crazy as hell for saying that. Y'all, by the way, this is the Hollywood Gossip. Pin down in the description. Go show them some love. Subscribe to the channel.
Nursery shopping. Babe, you're walking so fast. Where you going? Get back here, you little bitch.
Please. Oh, hell, man. You crazy as hell.
Someone is enjoying being off leash a little too much.
I miss my off leash.
Oh my god, wait, these are so cute. I wonder if they come
But you're not even supposed to be there.
in pink. Sorry, you guys, I know I'm supposed to be nursery shopping, but when in Rome.
Why the hell would she pick up a whole bunch of knives? Man, you crazy as hell.
Wow, those look sharp. Wow, these would look so great in Christy's kitchen.
Can I play along? Can I have my cell phone back?
You'll be lucky if I let you sleep at the foot of my bed, bitch.
Oh my god, this is satire, right? Somebody AI'd her voice.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. There's just so many options.
Hey guys, it's another day to come here and talk about some things, so thank you for joining me. But today we're going to go ahead and continue this series of Gypsy Rose being diabolical or being in her evil colors. And just a reminder to some people, especially Gypsy's fans who feel like we are doing this out of hate. Well, this is not out of hate. This is calling out the bad in the society and ensuring that it never happens again or spread anyhow in the younger generation. So calling out Gypsy isn't any sort of hate or
Diamond, thank you.
beef. It's just making sure that people know her for what she is and making sure that she doesn't scam the world like she did before. Anyways, with that being said, I couldn't think of a better point to start today's list other than the fact that Gypsy Rose didn't want help with all the alleged abuse she suffered under her mother. Yep, you heard that right. Gypsy never wanted any help. And the good thing is, this is not something that I'm just making up, because she says herself in a video that I'm about to play that CPS or Child Protective Services went to her house to check on her and see if she was really being treated badly, which I guess that someone might have given them a tip or something. But what she said is very shocking. Well, basically, she said that the people from CPS were not asking the right questions, which in her understanding didn't give her a window to state her problem or her issues with her mother. Anyways, without further ado,
what the hell?
I found this video where she said this, so let's watch it together.
Gypsy, we had discussed that CPS came to your house at one point. Remind me about that. Yeah, tell us about that.
They did come to my house, and basically they were asking me the wrong questions. So they were looking, they're like, show me your arms, show me your legs, and they were checking for bruises. And at that point, my mom never hit me. They wasn't asking the right questions to me.
Now, honestly, for someone who claims to be in a situation that she said that she was in, her saying this is very funny, because what does she mean that they didn't ask the right questions? I mean, how are they supposed to know that her mother allegedly did anything to her if she didn't just say it out loud, or at least just stand up from her wheelchair and let them know that she was forced to be into it? Anyways, this one tells me one thing and only one thing, that if and only if she indeed was being abused like she claims, she never wanted any help, and any help she ever wanted was with to unalive her mother and not let the authorities handle her situation, because clearly she had so many opportunities to come clean, but she never wanted to. But hey, speaking about her finding the only solution in unaliving her mother, I found something more shocking, and it's the fact that she tried to shoot her mother with what she didn't know was just a BB gun. Now, if you don't know what
Oh, hell yeah, I heard about that. That is crazy.
a BB gun is, this is basically a gun that is without actual real bullets, but with some metallic things which are apparently strong enough to seriously injure young men and women, especially very young kids, because they can even unalive them. Now, how Gypsy ended up in front of her mother with this BB weapon is a story she told that I found in this report, which read that Gypsy shot her mother with a BB gun. After Gypsy ran away, her mom bought a gun. That scared the ever-living F out of me, she says.
Thanks for the follows, TikTok.
I was afraid that she would kill me. At one point, Gypsy decided to run away again and packed a bag, but Diddy found the bag and realized what Gypsy was planning. The gun was sitting on the table and Gypsy grabbed it and threatened Diddy. Before I knew it, I pulled the trigger as many times as I could. Gypsy says, adding that at the time she couldn't believe what she had just done. A couple of the shots hit Diddy, causing superficial wounds. It turned out, and best known to Gypsy up to that point, that the weapon was a BB gun. It made me feel relieved because I did not intend to her, but the point is, I was shocked that I pulled the trigger at all, Gypsy says. When producers tell this story to Gypsy's stepmother, Christy, who hadn't previously heard about it, she responds with, good for her. Now, with this having have happened, I
Good for her.
can now confirm that she might have had a very big part in her mother's unfortunate death because, get this, there have always been rumors that she wasn't actually hiding in the bathroom by the time that Nick allegedly committed the crime and that she actually helped. And now I can fully see that those rumors aren't actually out of the realm of possibility.
Oh, hell.
Because if she had the strength to stand in front of her mother, point this weapon at her and pull the trigger, which, remember, she thought would end her because that's what guns do, then I can now agree that she might have had a very big and practical role in the night that would eventually change her life, Nick's, and unfortunately claim Diddy's as well. Number 3 on the list for today on some of the most diabolical things that Gypsy has ever done is the fact that she hooked up with Nick Godejohn right after both of them unalived her mother. This is a story that Nick Godejohn told.
What?
Where in the reports they said that, according to Godejohn, he and Gypsy Rose had sex in Gypsy's bedroom after the crime. Godejohn had asked Gypsy to clean up the blood from a wound of his finger while naked, a sexual fantasy of his.
What in the hell?
That resulted in the two having sex just minutes after her mother was brutally unalived. Now, there's no denying that this is unbelievable.
That is crazy as hell.
Unbelievable and very shocking because however much pain someone must have put on you, you cannot just take their life and celebrate that act by getting intimate with your boyfriend on top of their dead body. And this is not just any
what? Huh?
But we are talking about here, but her mother. Again, this shows that Gypsy doesn't have a heart, or at least a human heart, because people who have a normal human and functioning heart do not unalive their parents, let alone celebrating it with something like that. But as if that wasn't enough even, she went ahead and recorded an additional video of herself and Nick in the motel they were staying in, getting freaky and all that, and
oh my God.
Just find it so evil in a way that is just so unbelievable.
The hell is that?
Hi, honey. Hi, honey. You doing it?
Man, can I Mandela affect myself and just forget about all this? Where's that timeline where this never happened?
He's eating a birdie. But later he will be eating me.
Man, you crazy as hell for saying that.
Now, speaking of her doing all that after unaliving her mother, another thing that I just find so disturbing about her are the messages that she wrote on Facebook when they had just gotten done with the crime and they were at Nick's house. Well, they deleted most of these posts and left one, which is until this day still on Facebook, which is that B is there.
Amber, your face. I'm telling you, man, this shit is crazy as hell. She said, no, I'm not even going to repeat it.
And then there were others, one of which read that I effing slashed that fuck pig and
dear God,
and grabbed her sweet innocent daughter. Her scream was so
what
effing
in
loud.
the hell?
LOL. And why did Gypsy Rose had to refer to herself as the innocent daughter as if she hadn't just unalived her mother? Anyways, if you may not be aware, she actually put these posts up so that people would know that something happened at their house and that her mother could be found and not just stay up in the house and alived and all that. But then I find this thing so disturbing coming from someone who was at some point talking about herself and her mother, calling her a B, and the concept of coming up with a grape story is just so disturbing. And this somehow makes me wonder if she lied about everything when she said that her grandfather, so Diddy's father, raped her, because at this point, Gypsy is the queen of making stuff up, because even most of the story that she told about her life are said to be lies, especially the fact that she claimed that her mother chained her on the bed, which was shown in.
Who the hell is that? Who is that person in the picture? What the hell is that?
In the act, but in reality, close family members say that it never happened. Anyways, about the shocking Facebook posts, at the end of the day, they're the ones that gave her up through the police tracking the location they came from, which was Nick's house, and she finally ended up serving her time even though it wasn't enough. Anyways, that's it for today, friends. Let me know what you think about this. Otherwise, thank you for watching my video. Let's meet here tomorrow for another one.
Oh, hell, thank God that's over.
Emotional damage.
This is crazy as hell. Man, I'm going to bed. I'm going to go do something. I don't know. I'm going to go on a run. I need to. Robin, thank you for that. Y'all, can we hit the donuts real quick? We need 35 donuts on TikTok. Come on, y'all. Hit me with a little donut action. YouTube, thank you so much. We almost got 200 likes. We haven't done that in a while. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all hit the thumbs up on the way out. Hit the subscribe button. I love you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Be safe. Oh, join the Facebook group too. The Mystery Project. I'm pin it in the comments. I'm going to do it right now. Love you guys. Let's go.